Skin cancer is the most common form of cancer, and while it's rarely fatal, it is very scary.
And in this case we want to tell you about tonight, the fix involved a gruesome and disfiguring transformation for the patient.
That patient, popular radio DJ Janet from KJ103.
Tonight, Allie Meyer takes us inside the operating room with Janet and behind the bandage.
How's it going? It's TJ.
Janet and J-Rod in the morning.
I'm gonna put the straps on.
TJ, Janet, and J-Rod have been doing Morning Drive on KJ103 for 15 years. These days, though, Janet has a sobering message for her listeners. Take care of your skin.
Don't ever think, oh, well, that won't happen to me. You know, I'm too young for that. Or, you know, oh, that doesn't include me. Because you know what? It does. And half the time, it's when we really have that mindset, oh, that's not me. It's almost just like the karma train comes and runs you over.
That karma train came roaring right at her late last year. Basal cell skin cancer. As soon as the doctor told her she knew, hers was a case of overexposure to the sun.
I like the feel of the sun. I do. I like, and this is so wrong, I like that feel of, oh, I got a little too much sun today. It makes me happy.
Years of baking and fake baking and running outside without a hat.
Here we are. Where are we about at?
2 marathons, 18 half marathons, and a 5K every month for 76 months.
This is my,
Wow, look at all this.
I love me wall.
Okay, good. I love you too. So
Yeah, see?
That's a lot of full sun training with 0 UV protection.
That's a lot of sun, a lot of sun.
That sunshine finally caught up to her late last year. Doctors removed skin cancer from her nose, a life-saving procedure that left a huge hole in her face.
Hey, what's up? It's Janet. Now I'm going to remove the paper in just a second.
And the fix was even more terrifying than the cancer.
Are you ready? 1, 2, 3.
Janet refused to go into hiding, though. No, she faced this thing, head held high, live on Facebook. Janet's surgeon mined a vein out of her forehead, flipped it, and then reattached it to the defect in her nose. The forehead flap, as they call it, has the highest success rate because the blood supply is never interrupted.
It's a hard sell trying to convince people that this is the best way to go. Yeah, I'm going to split your forehead and take a piece of skin and put it on your nose, but it works amazingly well.
It's after moving, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and cruise.
Janet went back to work with that vein hanging off the front of her face.
The guy that invented this procedure, you know, I mean, I just imagine him sitting in a room going, hey guys, I have this great idea. You know, let's cut somebody straight down their forehead, put this vein in here, and then we'll fix it. It'll be great, you know. And then looking around the room, and everybody's like, you're not trying that on me.
For weeks, she waited for her forehead flap to take and to heal and to fix that spot in her nose.
This whole ordeal is about a 6-week process, and I think to myself, the last tanning package that I bought was a 6-week tanning package, you know. So it does change your perspective on what you do and how you protect yourself.
Finally, the day after Christmas. It's 8 a.m. and Janet is prepping for surgery to remove what she now calls her teacup handle.
I want to cry. It's not like I'm sad, but I'm really happy. I'm really happy.
It has been a long few weeks and she is ready to move on.
If I rub it here, I can feel it up here. So it's really weird. So every now and then I'll just kind of rub it. It's like for good luck or something, but it's so weird.
Surgery is 1 hour. Dr. Ivan Wayne will remove the vein and then sew her face back together.
Okay, so what have you done so far, Dr. Wayne?
We just disconnected the flap that was on her forehead is now detached.
Once it heals, there will be almost no sign of the basal cell cancer scare.
Okay, so how did the surgery go?
The surgery went perfectly. I'm very happy with how things went. Her nose looks awesome.
I have a drawer now full of sunscreen. I have the drawer full of, tinted sunscreen for when you have on makeup, and the sunscreen that's waterproof, and I have sunscreen for my lips.
At 42 years old, Janet is picking up some new habits, protecting her skin for the first time in her life.
I've really tried to emphasize to my children is, hey, you know what? You better at least be putting on sunscreen anywhere you don't want a vein hanging out on your face for 3 weeks,
The cancer is gone. Janet is healthy, and she is speaking out to remind others about the devastating consequences of skin cancer.
I made it through. I made it, and I'm doing it, and when I get to the top of the mountain, I will wear sunscreen, but it does feel good to have that sun.
Congrats, Janet, on finishing strong. Allie Meyer, Oklahoma's News 4.
And if you're wondering about that procedure, the forehead flap, surgeons tell us it's been around for generations. Despite how gruesome the healing process is, it is still one of the best, most effective ways to heal up a large wound on the face. Janet should be completely back to normal in about 2 months.